Welcome back to another high energy introduction. I am Arthur Perkins. This is APGamingREAL. We are doing Shadowrun 4E, the Ides of March. This is the episode 0 introduction to all of our players and all of our characters. I am the host, but I am not the game master. I don't even know what the game master of a Shadowrun game is called, despite the fact I've run one before. I actually don't know what this campaign is about. Spoon has told us it's set in 2070 in Denver. So if you are reading the description section of this video right now, you know what Spoon is about to tell me, and therefore know more than I do at this exact second. So allow me to introduce our narrator, game master, runner guy, Johnson, BigSpoon.
Like director.
Director? All right, I'm putting that down.
Yeah, so this is Shadowrun 4th edition. It's not the most recent edition of Shadowrun, but it's the one that I know the best. And we're running in the city of Denver, aka Treaty City, aka Mile High Mania. Yeah, so it's actually, so this game is set in 2076. We'll be starting on January 1st. So technically it'll be December 31st of 2075, because our game will start at night, where most Shadowruns take place. So I have my 4 players here, and we'll go around and introduce characters, talk a little bit about them, talk a little bit about the stories we want to tell. So why don't I throw it back to AP, and he can tell us about his character.
Wow, incredible. It's back to me. I am APGamingREAL. I am playing Decay, an Elven Adept. He is a scary guy. He is a soulless psychopath. His main goal is living forever at this point through the use of magic, which is actually not unreasonable. Other elves have done it before. He just needs to be more magical. His primary focus while on Shadowruns is using his elemental strike power to create horrifying chainsaw noises as he rips people apart, ignoring their armor rating. He's not smart. He has very little else to offer other than the fact that he dresses like a street gangster and talks like an elven noble.
Why don't we go to Ludemann next?
All right. Well, I'm Ludemann, and I am playing Sniff, runner named Sniff. Charles Howard. He's a early 30s, wiry, average height, kind of thin dude who his expression, he's generally tired looking, but snapping back to focus, in and out, right? Back and forth. He dresses like a old school 1930s like noir detective, because he got a little bit obsessed with those in his youth, and does himself have a little bit of a detective vendetta. And so he's leaned into that vibe, and that's just what he looks like. He is a magician, and he is by trade a magical detective by chance as well. So it all kind of comes together and works out for him. He's got a dog mentor spirit, and it works out that all of the spirits he summons also take the form of elemental dogs as well. He's got a real theme going on. So there's a backstory to him. He's got some family strife. He's got a brother with some troubles and some corporate entanglements related to that. But we'll dive into those things.
Oh yes, we will. Would you say he's going to be the best there ever was? And he's going to catch them all?
If he's lucky, for sure. Yeah. He might collect a badge or two. Yeah.
There you go. So next, let's go to Savannah. She's playing our heavy for the group.
Yep, I'm Savannah. I'll be playing Blitz. She is a street Sam who uses guns. So she likes to spell cast, point, die with her guns. Let's see. When she's not running, she's working out at her favorite gym, lifting weights, getting swole. She's got military training. She used to work for Ares. She likes motorcycle rides, running the streets, and clubbing.
Very nice. And then lastly, we'll have Dunamis. Tell us who you're playing, Dunamis.
So I'm playing Cyrus Drake, who goes by the alias Cipher. He is a Technomancer hacker, which I learned a lot tonight what that really means. So he's very into the Matrix, spends a lot of time in VR space, a little bit in augmented reality too, but physically very weak. Gonna have to be carried by some of the other folks here. But his whole thing is to live in the Matrix and do a lot of hacking. He's got some strong qualities, such as being a pacifist, which AP is not pleased with, but we'll make it work.
Very cool. All right. So yeah, that's our group of runners. Is there anything else you guys want to say about the game, or anything else you want to talk about?
You tell us what the game will be about.
Sure.
I have a description section that I need filled out. Spoon.
Gotcha.
It currently
Okay.
says the following thing. Shadowrun, Ides of March is a Shadowrun 40 actual play hosted by APGamingREAL and run by Director BigSpoon. Set in Denver of 2075, comma. I need a full paragraph in here, bud.
Gotcha. All right. So our story will focus on this group of runners as they delve into the shadows and become embroiled in a ancient magical conspiracy, along with, running regular jobs to get by. There's a lot of story threads to pull together for this one. We have individual stories from each of the characters that luckily they've been kind enough to kind of give me enough ammunition to tie everything together. But yeah, mostly our story will focus on uncovering magical secrets, taking mostly I think most of you are anti-corporation, so we'll be focusing on taking down some corps. And I think along the way trying to help out the little guy.
Are we getting paid for that?
Sometimes
It's not above a little pro bono work, right?
And you can do pro bono work on your own time.
Well, that's what people will be showing up to the Midnight Nose Detective Agency for.
I feel
That's
like
not pro bono.
we have.
You actually get paid for that.
Right, but they know where to find me.
Oh,
I feel like we have two very distinct groups of runners in this cadre. We have the people who will shoot or punch their way through everything and get paid at the end, and then we have the ones who will, stop, look around, investigate, check for clues, figure the things out.
All for free.
Aim the other two.
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
literally, I am the one who knocks. Okay. So I'm the one walking through the front door first, for sure.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think Shadowrun specifically lends itself very well to like giving your GM something to work with, basically, because it's very tempting, and that's one of the reasons I take the limiters off of qualities. Is because it's very tempting to go, what about this? What about this? What if I added this in? It's like, yeah, okay, sure, that sounds great. Like, combat paralysis, lost loved ones, addictions. Like, I love it.
Being allergic to gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Dependence on a day job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so and because I feel like that's half of the story of Shadowrun is like, sure, yeah, you go out on these runs doing stuff for money, but then also it's like you have a life, and that life gets in the way. And it's
No, it doesn't. But that's because I move in a straight line towards all of my goals.
Yeah.
I thought you said you look out for that neighborhood.
Yeah,
What
I
if
do
something's
that
wrong in the
by
neighborhood? What
violent
if Sniff
murder.
is on the case of a kidnapped elf child from the neighborhood?
No response.
I protect that neighborhood with violence. Let's be really clear. There's not, you're talking some touchy-feely stuff. I protect the neighborhood because I live there, and it would be a good idea.
Kid don't live here no more.
Legality only.
Hey, I want to be very straightforward. Decay is not a good person. He is, in fact, a cruel and evil person. Here's my
long-term
question,
goal.
Ludemann. What is the name of Sniff's main dog spirit?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I haven't thought that through yet. I don't have an answer.
You don't know the name of your own dog?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't
feel
think
like
you have a complete character if you don't have a name for your cat. I named my mentor spirit immediately.
Well, I mean, Spoon's going to be embodying this spirit. That's he's got some say in there.
let's turn it back on AP. What's the name of your mentor
King
spirit?
Arthur.
AP?
Yeah. Oh, King Arthur.
Okay.
I remember.
We had a whole conversation about this. He believes that his bear spirit is the real King Arthur.
It's gonna be really hard for me to remember that one.
Wow.
Oh my god.
What I need is for someone to say Arthur, and then I'll turn, and Spoon will also turn, just to make it really difficult.
There's that secret motive.
As a host, let me ask this. I'm going to go around the circle here. I just realized my camera's reversed. We're going to go around the circle here clockwise, and we're going to ask everyone what they're looking forward to out of this show. Amos, you're in the upper right. What are you looking forward to out of this show?
I am really looking forward to getting into the Shadowrun lore. I mean, it is deep. Like, there is a lot to work off of and pull together. And I forget who said it initially in our first meeting, but like, your crew really has to cover a lot of different bases between magic, matrix, like a face. Like you have a face in every show, but this really, you have to cover a lot. And you specialize. You're not like a generic person. And so I'm kind of really interested to see how that comes together.
Everyone definitely has their specific role.
Ludemann at the 430 position. What are you thinking about when you're thinking about things Shadowrunny?
What am I thinking about? We had mentioned it before last time we chatted that there's kind of a couple ways to play Shadowrun to a degree, right? Like the cloak and dagger, like
Pink
you know,
mohawk.
close to the vest, right? And then the pink mohawk, yeah, exactly. And I am looking forward to the fact that we've kind of chosen the like, yeah, we're gonna go treat it straight up and do cloak and dagger a little bit, but like when the pink mohawk comes out, it comes out, right? Like, and I don't know. I think that's fun. I think that's the right way to play this type of game, and I'm looking forward to that, like the actual careful preparation and like thinking it through and like collecting the clues, coming up with the security plan, whatever, and then when it all goes to hell, seeing what Decay does, right? Or what Blitz like
Better hope it's Blitz.
all of the ammunition that exists in the world, or like,
I think DK is gonna die really early.
yeah.
Better not rely on me. All right, Savannah, you're at the 6 o'clock. What are your hopes and dreams in regards to the Shadowrun game?
I'm really looking forward to the story that we're all going to tell together, because the cast of characters we have is very interesting, and I'm really looking forward to that dynamic.
Okay. I just want to expound on something that I know about your character that we haven't shared with the audience yet, in that you are in a relationship with one of your contacts by the name of the Cavalry. And some people, probably not a lot because it was not publicly broadcast, but they may know that Spoon's character in the secret Shadowrun game was the Cavalry. So I'm just saying, are you kissing the Cavalry? Is this a two you're gonna kiss? I don't know what this bit is. Forget this happened.
And you said you don't want to do romance shows. I don't understand.
I didn't say that. I said the opposite of that. I said I wanted to have romance shows. I just don't know how to do them.
If you're asking to see a bunch of romance, I'm more than happy to supply. I love romance.
Oh my god, yeah.
We're gonna change the title of the show to Shadowrun, My Hot Oni Boyfriend.
I mean, shadow romance was right there. You ran right past it. You shadow ran right past it, okay? Spoon, you're at the 9 o'clock position. You're the last of us. When you're looking forward to this show, what are you thinking about?
I'm really looking forward to seeing how you all overcome the obstacles I place in your way. Because one of the things about Shadowrun is it's not ever straightforward. Problems come at you sideways, and there's a lot of tools to use to get around them. But yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how you guys overcome the security, high threat response teams, black ice, all of that stuff.
When I played Shadowrun with you, we solved all of our problems with machine.
That is a valid option.
Or shotguns, or sonic boom hands.
So I wanted my
Names.
sonic boom hands to be ultrasonic and that only dogs would be affected by them. But it turns out in the description it has to be cataclysmically loud. So I just want to put out there that my elemental strike sonic hands sound like a table saw at all times.
Nice. Okay.
Because that's going to be how I Shadowrun them as, is be like, yeah, we're just wearing hard hats because we're contractors. There might be some noise coming from next door. We just wanted to fill you in on that. Then I buzzsaw hand my way through a wall to grab somebody's throat like a horror movie. That's it, Spoon. That's my plan.
I'm just imagining Tucker and Dale versus Evil, where he's like just in the wood chipper and just covered in blood.
Such a good movie. You stay in college, kids. Just